Y'all know what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't.
Oh man, oh what the fuck happened to Famous Dex? Oh my god, I said I wasn't gonna cuss y'all, but I had to do it. When I look at Dex in that video, I had to slow it down because I want y'all to tell me who this look like. Who did that look like? We ain't talking about the gremlin that you don't feed or get no water to after 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the old man that be on Madison Pulaski asking for nickels, penny, quarter, dollars, dimes. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about Lil Wayne himself. Now, Lil Wayne is the GOAT to me, but when we start looking like Lil Wayne, you need to slow down on the drugs. Now, before we get into what we got to get into, I apologize for the delay of videos, but I got this interview dropping. Guess who? I ain't going to say no names. Comment who y'all think. But, man, Rich the Kid is that dude who offered Lil Uzi, who just sold over 1 million records, $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Rich the Kid, the dude who get robbed numerous times, but for some reason, he can keep his career intact, I guess, because he's not a street rapper, which I applaud him for doing. But Rich the Kid is somebody that we make fun of a lot for not having his life in order or just doing the wrong things with his life. But I have to commend him for being a tremendous hustler and a good friend. One thing I noticed over the years, when anytime Famous Dex get into trouble, he didn't disown him. Like if y'all go back to when he beat the lady, when he beat his baby mama and stuff in that Airbnb he was renting, Rich the Kid ain't abandoned Famous Dex. But I think the reason he ain't abandoned Famous Dex was because he got accused of some women beating stuff himself. If y'all remember all that, I think it was Tory Bricks or somebody accused Rich the Kid of beating him up. I think it was baby mama. But besides that, you know, that's not the point. I feel like maybe if Rich the Kid ain't had that on that label on his back, maybe he would have treated Famous Dex a little different to stay mainstream and relevant. But it didn't hurt his career. He always been there for Famous Dex, even when Famous Dex had the seizure. Like, Famous Dex not making Rich the Kid no money. So I don't understand how he was even able to stay afloat. But when you look at Famous Dex's lifestyle, what's supporting it? Not his royalties, because Rich get those. Not any type of shows, because he's not doing those shows, unless it's like small club performances. Rich the Kid is feeding Famous Dex's lifestyle. And I feel like Rich the Kid feels a little bit, how can you say this, to blame. He feel like he is to blame because he know Famous Dex not doing it himself. Famous Dex really the type of person who wouldn't mind giving up his life in Chicago, moving to LA to sleep on famous people's couches as a way to get through the dough. And Rich the Kid, I feel like, feels like he owes Famous Dex because Rich the Kid did kind of hinder Famous Dex's career. A Famous Dex would have signed straight to another label and cut Rich the Kid out. He would have had a lot more money to self-destruct. But Rich the Kid know that the reason why Rich was popping a few years ago in 2016 was because of Famous Dex. Jay Critch, he go crazy, but he only popping because Famous Dex, in my opinion. You know, Famous Dex got Rich the Kid name off the ground when a lot of stuff won't go in his favor. But Rich was always able to get features, and he was always able to get his artists in the right positions to win. And I feel like what he's doing right now, we're getting Rich the Kid, excuse me. What Rich the Kid is doing with Famous Dex is getting him in a position where he could get back to winning. I'm out.